What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 8 battle for the BBL. Today we're facing off against Perfect Blue, coach of the San Diego State Azelfs. I've known Blue for quite a while now, and this is a very big battle for both of us. I believe we both are 3 and 4, and if whichever one of us wins this game is likely in a really good spot for playoffs, because we'll probably only need to win one of our remaining 2 games. Obviously, winning both of our games will be cause for success, but I know for us personally, the biggest way we can make the playoffs is if we win our next 2 games, including this one. So if we win Week 8 and Week 9, we should be locked into playoffs because of the fact that our Week 8 opponent is Blue, who is 3 and 4, and our Week 9 opponent is Bird, who I believe is 4 and 3. So we should be able to make playoffs if we win both those games. I'm really hoping we do, because I don't want to have to rely on Week 10 to be whether or not we make playoffs, just like it has been in the previous 2 seasons of the BBL for us. But anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into the battle. And this is going to be a very difficult one because our opponent has Mega Gengar, which is absolutely terrifying and so difficult for my team to deal with because of its Ghost and because of its Poison Stabs. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. My opponent has a team of Mega Gengar, Togekiss, Hydreigon, Infernape, Azelf, Electros, Metagross, Abomasnow, Quagsire, and Frogadier. While my team is Primal Groudon, Mega Altaria, Scolipede, Celebi, Umbreon, Braviary, Hariyama, Kadabra, Marini, and Volbeat. Now, you guys see what I brought on the screen, you guys see what he brought on the screen, and honestly, the biggest thing that I felt this matchup was that I had to bring Primal Groudon with a way to outspeed Gengar, because if I didn't outspeed it, he would just click Destiny Bond and kill me. I felt like he only needed 3 offensive moves, being Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, and then probably Focus Blast or something to hit my Umbreon, or even Dazzling Gleam, because I think Dazzling Gleam does 2 KO it. And then he could run Destiny Bond as his last move, and that's honestly terrifying because Destiny Bond is such a good move against Primal Groudon, because Groudon's going to kill everything it sees, and you just click Destiny Bond. If you outspeed it, you take it down, and very tough to deal with. I really want to make sure we have a way around that. So let's just start off with our Primal Groudon. Our Primal Groudon has a very interesting set this week, if I can scroll up to find it. Is this it? Yes, there it is. So, Primal Groudon has speed for Scarf Infernape when we're at +2, special attack to always OHKO a 4 special defense bulk, special attack to always OHKO 4 special defense bulk Mega Gengar, and we also always we also are never OHKO'd by Mega Gengar Shadow Ball. We're never 2-KO'd by its Shadow Ball, which is very important as well. We also take 2 Scarf Draco Meteors from Hydreigon after the drop, and we take a modest Life Orb Draco Meteor. But I do anticipate him to be a physically defensive Hydreigon. Now, that's why I'm running special, and my special moves are Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Dragon Pulse, and Rock Polish. Now, Rock Polish is very useful again. Like I said, I want to outspeed things. We don't outspeed Scarf Azelf if he were to bring it. He did not bring it, which is great. So we outbeat everything on his team if we get a +1 boost or +2 boost in speed from our Rock Polish. Solar Beam is there because of the Quagsire. Thankfully, he did bring it. If he didn't bring it, I would have been kind of disappointed because it was a wasted move slot. I could have had Earth Power or something, or I could have had a Rock move, or I could have Focus Blast even. So it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I think it's a really solid move set against his team, and hopefully we can put in a lot of work with it. Our next mod is going to be Scolipede, Heimlich, our Buginium Z Scolipede, with Poison Jab, Earthquake, Mega Horn, and Swords Dance. We have speed on this for Hydreigon, HP and defense, so we're never 3-KO'd by Adamant Bullet Punch from Metagross, and the rest was put into my attack and special defense. And basically this set, it can 2-KO max defense, max HP Quagsire with a Mega Horn into a Z Mega Horn, regardless if I'm +1, +2, or neutral or +2, because he'll be unaware. So yeah, it's really solid. It also does a ton of damage to the rest of his team. It's a good late game cleaner, and I'm hoping that I can do a lot of work this week. Our next mod is going to be our Mega Altaria, which I originally had a Dragon Dance set, but I changed it up quite a bit, and I don't have the exact spread in front of me. But basically, if I remember correctly, I lived a Sludge Wave from Timid Gengar. I lived a Sludge Bomb after Rocks from Timid Gengar. I had Defog, I had Roost, I had Return. No, I had Hyper Voice and Flamethrower. That's what it was. I was special. So I changed the set to a special set, even though I originally wanted to run a Dragon Dance set. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't give as much detail on this set as I could for the other ones, but I changed it right before the game happened. Our next mod is going to be our Braviary here, which is our Mega Gengar check. I don't have any checks in Mega Gengar on my team. This is the only thing that doesn't get 2-KO'd by its stab, so I'm going to go ahead and run it. We are running a max special defense, or a very specially defensive Braviary, with a Careful Nature, with Roost, U-Turn, Shadow Claw, and Toxic. We have 12 speed just to creep anything creeping us. We are, let me see this. Breviary is not 2 killed by any non-Thunderbolt or Thunder attacks from Timid Mega Gengar. It's also not 2 killed by any Life Orb Togekiss attack or Hydreigon attacks except for Life Orb Draco Meteor. So it's a very good special wall this week. I wish I was, am I running Toxic? I don't think, am I? Wait, yeah, I'm running Toxic this week, that's good. I want to run Defog on it, but I couldn't because if this is my Defogger, then Mega Gengar, I'm going to be taking 25% anyways, and then I'm not switching to Mega Gengar anymore. So I felt like the best option was just to be, have my Defogger become Altaria. So shout out to Metal for that suggestion. Next mod is going to be Onion, our Celebi. I originally was a skill swap Celebi with Psychic, Signal Beam, and Giga Drain, which would have been really helpful against this team, but an even better moveset is Psychic, Earth Power, and Dazzling Gleam. At least it would have been against the Metagross if I expected it to come, well, which I did, but it didn't come, so it became a bit of a problem. So my moveset is Z Trick instead of Z Skill Swap. I swapped that around. We also have Psychic, we have Earth Power, and we have Dazzling Gleam. So I wish I had Signal Beam, I wish I had Giga Drain to deal with the Quagsire, but it's not the end of the world. We should be good to go here, at least I'm hoping, with this set. This set, it has speed for Hydreigon, or no, I actually changed it. I lowered the speed to make it so that I actually outsped just Scarf Azelf at +2. That's all I did to it. Yeah. Anyways, moving on, though, our next mod is going to be Sumo, our Hariyama, which is our Infernape check. We have close combat, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, and Protect. Protect is there for recovery from leftovers. We have a very interesting spread on our Hariyama this week, which has HP and special defense to take 2 Scarf Draco Meteors from Hydreigon after rocks and leftovers. We take 2 Jolly Close Combats from Infernape after rocks, and we KO back with Earthquake when he's at -1 defense. We have speed for a min-speed Electros with 4 EVs in speed, and we take 1 hit from anything except for, like, you know, Air Slash or Z Air Slash from Togekiss. So there's very few things that kind of OHKO us, and this is kinda our ape check. Kind of, because nothing really on my team checks it. Anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into the battle. So looking at the 6 that he brought, I'm thinking I have a pretty good lead here in, I believe I led off with my Groudon. Whoops, sorry about that. Should probably mute my desktop, my laptop. Anyways, I leave with Groudon here because Groudon is really against everything that he has. Flamethrower will 2 KO everything, or Earth Power, or Solar Beam, or not Earth Power, or Dragon Pulse, or Solar Beam, whatever it is, I should be able to 2 KO something, which is fantastic. So he's going to lead off with Specs Ape, which is his Infernape. I don't have Earth Power. Had I had Earth Power over Solar Beam, I probably would have clicked here, but I'm just going to go ahead and fire off the Flamethrower. And yeah, we're going to Primal Revert and become the most busted mon in the format. So look, I'm excited that we have Primal Groudon, but at the same time, I'm like, this thing was way too expensive. So yeah. Anyways, I'm expecting a close combat, an Earthquake or something. Maybe he's sashed or whatever, but he's just going to U-turn out, which is fine by me. I'm going to get some chip on me, which is nice for him at least. And I'm going to fire off a Flamethrower. Unfortunately, I don't have the Healing Wish this week, which means I have to be very careful with my Groudon, so I can't let it take too much chip. I go for the Flamethrower here, and we do a decent chunk of damage to him, and he reveals to be kind of bulky, which is nice because I expect him to be bulky, but the good news is I can go for Dragon Pulse, and I should be able to get the KO on him, and we do have speed actually, which shows me, yeah, he's definitely super bulky. So Dragon Pulse comes out, do we get the KO on him? It would be fantastic if we did. He lives on like 1 or 2, and that really sucks as he goes for a U-turn, so it would be nice to get the KO because obviously it's 1 less mon to worry about, it's 1 less ground immunity for him to worry about, and he has 3 of them that he brought right now, and yeah, I just want to make sure that he doesn't have the ability to switch around all over the place. But he goes into Electros here, and I'm going to switch out because I don't want to get Toxic, or I don't want to get Super Fanged, so I feel like the best bet for me to just switch out and go into my my Hariyama, because Hariyama is not as useful as I thought it was going to be, as we dodge a Toxic, which is very nice, I'm not gonna lie, because it's gonna make so our what is it called, our leftovers aren't useless. We aren't running Guts, but he might think we are, so because that, he's like, oh thank god I missed. But yeah, well, like, it ended up being a bust for me, but I go for close combat here as we end up speeding, which is nice, and we do nothing, and that shows me he's like very, very, very physically defensive, which completely caught me off guard. I definitely expect especially defensive, but he's physical, whatever. He goes for U-turn, so he revealed 3 mons on his team to have U-turn: Infernape, Electros, and Hydreigon, which is makes a lot of sense because he has Mega Gengar on the back, but I'm surprised he didn't go into it here, because had he gone into it there, I'm at -1 special defense. So I'm surprised he didn't do that and just go for a Dazzling Gleam if he had it, or even a Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave or a Shadow Ball. It would have done tons of damage to me, probably even KO me, because I'm not a Assault Vest. He might think I am though, so that's why he went to Togekiss. But it is what it is. I believe I go for the Protect here. I don't really remember exactly what I do here. What I do? He switches out, and I think I do go for Protect, right? He switches into Infernape, and what happens here? No, I switch out, and I go into my Braviary. Yeah, so Braviary comes out, and this really sucks because Braviary is obviously my physically defensive wall, and I switched into Togekiss to take special hits, but he's going to switch out again, probably for me to be Scarfed, I guess, and he's going to go into his Electros, as I'm just going to go ahead and click U-turn. Now, if he's paying attention to calcs, he should know I am not offensive, I have no attack investment at all, or I think maybe I have 12, something like that. So I just go into my Primal Groudon here as he ends up kind of having to pick a sack almost, and I'm going to go for the Flamethrower here. Flamethrower will nuke whatever comes in, except for the Togekiss and the Infernape. Infernape they'll both not be 2 KO'd, but yeah, he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into, I believe, the Hydreigon here. Oh no, he goes into Infernape, never mind, forget that. Infernape comes out, and he obviously wouldn't go for a ground move, like, kind of clear. I wouldn't go for the Dragon Pulse because it's Togekiss, I want to get the KO, and we do overhap the Infernape, and at this point here, I believe I switch out and I go into my Hariyama. Again, Hariyama is my check to the Infernape. I just can't let this my Groudon get weakened, and if I can get this thing in a switch one more time, we're going to be in a great spot. But he reveals the Z move, and it's going to end up being Z Close Combat, or I think, yeah, Z Close Combat, and it's going to do a large chunk of damage to me. It's not going to KO us, it can't, which is nice, but it's still super strong, and it really wears down my Hariyama. I didn't expect to be calcing for a Z Infernape into a Close Combat, so I didn't really think about running bulk for that, but it is what it is. It's going to do tons of damage to us, and Close Combat should get the job done. Even if I do click Protect next turn, it really should. So at this point in time, I believe I just sack off, right? Or do I click Protect? Yeah, I just sack off. So Hariyama's going to go down, which kind of sucks. It was very important to the team. Not very important, but it was pretty important to the team. And I'm not running a Scarf for this week, so I can't just come in and revenge kill it, which really sucks. So I'm going to go into my Braviary here, as he is going to be fearing the Scarf, I believe. So I'm going to go for I believe the Shadow Claw is what I go for, or I go for U-turn. What do I do? I think I U-turn, right? He goes into Togekiss. What do I do? Shadow Claw, U-turn, Shadow Claw, yeah. So I Shadow Claw here, just to get the KO on him. Unfortunately, he goes to Togekiss, which is pretty damn bulky, and it is going to be able to kind of beat me 1v1, especially if it has the Heal Bell. But I am just going to fire off a Toxic, I believe, now, as he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into the Infernape. So, yeah, very, very unfortunate. Toxic comes out. This means he can just get a clean chunk of damage off on me, which is, again, really unfortunate. And I'm going to click Roost here, expecting to go for the Close Combat or the Fire move or whatever, just so I can stay as healthy as I possibly can. Even if he goes for U-turn, I'll get back to full, so if he goes to Mega Gengar, he still can't 2-hit kill me. So I go for Roost here, but he makes a really good play, and he goes for Stealth Rock, so it's a really aggressive, really smart play on his part, because my removal is my Altaria, and he doesn't know if I'm running removal on it or on this thing. At this point, I revealed all 4 of my moves, and it was a good play all around. Just thinking about it, there's no reason for him not to pick rocks if he had it. I didn't expect him to have it, honestly, but he did, and credit to him. Anyways, he's going to switch out now on the U-turn and go into the Electros, as I believe I fired off a Shadow Claw here, right? Or no, just go for Roost. So, yeah, this thing does have a Toxic, it does have an Electro move, for sure it does, so I kind of want to get out of here as fast as possible. So I'm just going to fire off a U-turn now, and I believe I'm going to go into my Altaria, maybe, I think is what I go into. I don't think so. I don't think I'm with Altaria here. I forget. I completely forget, honestly. This game happened 2 weeks ago, maybe, and yeah, I go into Onion. So I'm kind of hoping he doesn't go for the U-turn here, because that would be 4 times effective, but he just goes for Toxic, which is nice because obviously I have Natural Cure, so if I do decide to switch out, I'll be good. Sorry about that. My neighbors are leaving the house. Anyways, so Leftovers Recovery for the Electros comes out, and I can just fire off a Psychic here. I can go for a Psychium Z, or I can go for a Z-Trick and just boost my speed up now, and I can kind of not go for a game, but really wear his team down. He's going to switch out, though. He's going to go into his Hydreigon, as I actually just went for a Psychic here. So, kind of sucks. I am going to lose some damage to the Toxic. I don't have any recovery outside of Giga Drain, so I'm just going to fire off the Signal, or the Dazzling Beam here, and pick up my KO on the Hydreigon. So, down goes the Hydreigon. I think that's our first kill of the game, which is nice. This game has been going so far pretty well in my favor-ish. And it is only 5-5, which is crazy. So he's going to switch out now and go into King Boo, which is his Gengar, and I have no way of taking a hit from this thing. I'm just going to fire off the Z Trick, just in case I manage to survive if he's not running Poison or Ghost Stab. Yeah, so he ends up being the shiny Mega Gengar, which is beautiful. He fires a Sludge Bomb, and the Sludge Bomb will get the KO on us. So down goes our Celebi, and he ends up taking a 5-4 advantage. That's okay. I can go, I believe, into my what is this thing called? My Braviary, and I can take a Sludge Bomb. I can take 2 Sludge Bombs, I'm pretty sure, after Rocks, which is very important. So he's going to switch out, and I believe I go for my Shadow Claw here, so he goes into his Togekiss. Now, Togekiss obviously incredible wall against me because it is super bulky and I don't have anything to break it, but I do have Toxic, so I'm hoping to get off the Toxic on this thing, and I think I'm going to try that right now. So if I'm not mistaken, I go for Toxic here, so let's see if I actually do that. Toxic comes out, right? He roosts. Do I Toxic? I'm pretty sure I do, and I'm hoping that we landed. I'm hoping that we get this thing affected by, because that'd be great. And yeah, we do Toxicate, we do land, so this thing is on a timer, which is fantastic. Only thing that protects him is if he is Heal Bell, and if he is Heal Bell, then that's probably missing out on Nasty Plot, which means he's not offensive, which is good for me, because I don't want to deal with an offensive Togekiss as well. Honestly, I just don't want to deal with any Togekiss in general. They're so hard to deal with for me. So, yeah, anyways, Heal Bell comes out, which is unfortunate. He is the Heal Bell variant, but the good news is he only has 8 Heal Bells. I have 8 Toxics, so I have, what, 16 Toxics, I think, actually, or 14 at this point, so we should be fine. I go for Roost here to get back to full, as this is a bit of stall happening here. Not too much, but a little bit. Yeah, look, honestly, at this point, it's just whoever's flying type, especially defensive flying type, goes down first is going to lose the game, probably. He goes for the Air Slash here. It does absolutely nothing to me. That's pitiful damage. It's not even rocks damage, and I go for another Toxic, as he does not flinch me. Fantastic. And, oops, sorry about that. Now, he's going to just Heal Bell up. There's no reason for him not to. I'm going to Roost up to try and get back to full. I don't want him to flinch me down too much. So I'm hoping that he does keep attacking me, because he'll hope to get the KO and wear me down. But he's actually just going to switch out, and he's going to go into Infernape. And I believe here I actually just click the Shadow Claw, right? Yeah, I just clicked Shadow Claw instead of Roosting. So that came in handy, that I just clicked Shadow Claw and just attacked. So yeah, I don't know why I did, but I did. Anyways, we do get the KO on Infinite, which is great, because again, I didn't have a switch into that thing, so that's fantastic. He goes into his Electros. I don't have my what is it called? My Celebi as a mid-ground play like last time, so I go for a U-turn here. We do a decent chunk of damage to him, and I'm going to switch out now, and I believe I go into my Altaria. Now, the reason I go into this thing is because I don't expect him to go for a poison move, didn't expect him to go for a U-turn, expect him to go for an electric move, which he does. It's discharge though, which kind of sucks because I don't want him to paralyze me. He does not, which is fantastic, and I outspeed him, which means I can get off a defog and get rid of the rocks on my side of the field, which will hurt my Groudon, hurt my Braviary, and hurt my Scolipede. So I go for the defog after I Mega Evolve, and I'm kind of hoping that I get a chance to just fire off an attack as well. If I had Dragon Dance here, I would have been honestly set. I would have been in a great spot. He would have to force in the Quagsire, which, I mean, forcing the Quagsire is not the end of the world. I can still get clean chunks of damage on it, clean chunks of damage off on it with the return if I was running that set, but I changed it to the special defog set. So he's going to switch out on the U-turn, and he's going to go into his Mega Gengar. So this thing is such an easy way to get KOs for him. Like, my god, this thing just gets KOs left and right, because he has so much momentum on his team. You just click U-turn a bunch of times or Volt Switch, and then you get into this thing, which is such a big problem, and you just KO things. Like, god, so strong. Anyways, he hits the KO on us. I believe it's now 4-3 or something, as I go into my what is this called? Braviary, there we go. He's going to switch out now, and I believe I went for the Shadow Claw. Right, do I go for Shadow Claw? Do I go for U-turn? Yep, Shadow Claw comes out. And now, Shadow Claw is not guaranteed to get the KO because that was a crit, and it's about the same roll. And honestly, if he had not gone leftovers recovery this turn, I would have felt comfortable clicking Shadow Claw. But because he did it, he could be out of range, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. There's no reason for me to risk it. He's going to go for a discharge anyways, try and KO my Braviary as I go for the U-turn. And like, he's going for the discharge. Go Groudon. Like, you're going to be unaffected by it, and we're going to be golden. And what happens instead? He ends up actually going for the Toxic, as I'm a little bit ahead of myself, but he goes for Toxic here. Great play. I can't really go for the Earth Power, not the Earth Power, the Rock Polish here, because I'm taking chip damage, but I think I just do it anyways. I think I said, you know what, screw this. I think my only chance to win is to wear down his team and let Scolipede sweep, so I have to go for the Rock Polish here. So he switches out. Do I go for Rock Polish? He goes into Marshall, which is this thing. Yeah, Rock Polish comes out. Now, I have the Slur Beam for this thing specifically. He might just try and switch around, and if he, honestly, had he not Toxic me, then it would be game over. There would be nothing he could do. But he Toxic me. It ends up being a great play, because now he can just switch around, let Toxic do its thing, and it really sucks. It really sucks, but it's okay. Slur Beam comes out on the Togekiss, is going to do nothing to him, and I'm then going to fire off a Flamethrower. I see he's going to switch back into the the Quagsire. Basically, it's just going to be going back and forth of him switching around to something. And I have no reason to predict. All I need to do is just chip down his team, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So he's going to go for the, he's going to switch out, I meant, and I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. I do take only one more hit of Toxic. I don't take a second. So because of that, I'm just going to go for one more attack and just switch out. I do go for the Flamethrower here as he switches, as he stays in, actually. I thought he switched out. Completely forgot about that. But no, he just roosts. That's what it was. So he is a net negative because he is poisoned, so he doesn't have as much HP. But at the same time, my Groudon has now one more hit in it, which is, it means it's going to die next turn. So I have to switch out here. And he probably thinks he's got to switch out as well. I don't know why. He is going to take a lot of chip damage from the poison. So I go and switch out, and I go into my Scolipede here. Now I went to Scolipede kind of thinking there's no way he's going to click Air Slash here. He's going to click Defog, or not Defog, Roost, or something like that. But he doesn't. He switched out into his Quagsire, which I guess is okay. I'm going to go for a Mega Horn here. I'm going to see if he's physically defensive or not. And Mega Horn comes out and does over half, and that's because we crit him. He goes for Earthquake here. And now, like I said, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter because I have investment to make sure I guarantee KO a max defense, max HP Quagsire with Mega Horn into Z Mega Horn. So I'm hoping that he stays in, because if he doesn't stay in, then I have to hope to land another Mega Horn and probably hope to crit it too, which really sucks. So I'm going to go for the Z Mega Horn. He does stay in, thankfully, and that means this thing is going to go down, which is honestly huge. It's so big, the fact that we got the KO on this thing. Had we not, it would have been probably disastrous, especially if we clicked Recover there. I think there was no way we could have beaten that thing, especially because he had all those resists to grass in the back, being the Togekiss and the Gengar, which both resisted at least 2 times. So Satisfino comes out, we get the KO, which is huge, and it's looking good for what is this thing called? I'm trying to think of the name. Scolipede to sweep. We outspeed the Gengar. We don't get the KO on it, which sucks. It's a very short roll to get it. He goes into the Togekiss, which we should KO. So I'm surprised he did this. He's not Kebe Berry. I go for Poison Jab, and this should get the KO on him. I'm surprised if it doesn't, and honestly, it does not, because he lives on 2, and he misses the Air Slash, which is massive. I think there's a very small chance for me to pick up the win that game. Actually, no, let me say that again. There's a very big chance for me to pick up a win that game, because he couldn't Heal Bell up against my Braviary. I could just go into my Groudon, get the KO, and then he couldn't KO my Braviary with pretty much anything. The Gengar couldn't beat me because he's Sludge Bomb and not Sludge Wave, so we should have been fine against the rest of his team, and we outspeed the Electros. So I get Speed Boost off. I think the only thing that really affected this outcome, was the fact that we got the what is it called? The Air Slash Mish. That was what affected the differential, but it didn't affect the fact that we were going to win the game. So down goes the Togekiss. Scolipede picks up its second kill, and at this point in time, he's got to go into the Gengar. He's got to hope that he can limit Earthquake, and he honestly probably will. There's only one roll for me to KO if he's got minimum bulk, and he probably does not. He's 130 base speed, and my fastest mon is 112, which is Scolipede, so he's got a ton of bulk, and he honestly takes that pretty easily. Goes for Sludge Bomb, and that does not kill me, and he ends up being a mono Sludge Bomb as his attacking moves. So yeah, we are going to win this game 3-0 on the back of Scolipede picking up 4 kills, and yeah, I mean, it would have been probably a 1-0, maybe a 2-0, maybe a 2-0, had we not thought of the Air Slash there. But yeah, no, but GG Blue. It was a good game. It was a fun game. It was very interesting, and he brought some cool stuff. A defensive Hydreigon, or at least a non-offensive, non-speedy Hydreigon. A mono Sludge Bomb Mega Gengar was something, and yeah, so that's it. We win this game 3-0. GG to Blue again. We are now 4-4, so we finally clawed our way back to 500, and I'm really hoping we can continue this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if we win our next week's battle, we should clinch our spot in playoffs, or it's gonna be very difficult for us to not get clinched. We're probably going to get destroyed in week 10. That's what it is. But if we lose tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week, it's going to be tough for us to make playoffs. We're definitely going to have to win, and it's probably going to have to be big, and it's probably going to have to, yeah. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. We play against Arceus normal next week in Bird. I don't have normal resist on my team, so that's always fun. And yeah, had I had the team I had before I made the transactions, I think I would have been more confident in my matchup. But nevertheless, I still have some ways to get some success against this team. I'm hoping that we can do that. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like on the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.